Biffle has 16 Sprint Cup wins. And in 3 of those, the driver he passed for the victory was Jimmie Johnson.
I'm pretty impressed that Jimmie Johnson can hang on here with that car being in the shape it's in. Looks like he's going to manage to finish second.
Mark Martin's been able to gain no ground in trying to become NASCAR's oldest Sprint Cup race winner. Not that age is a factor as far as Martin's concerned. Jeff Gordon in 4th, Matt Kenseth in 5th.
The big thing that Greg Biffle wants to see is the white flag. He wants to see that white flag, because when he sees the white flag, we know we've got a race then.
Yeah, everybody's got to hold their position one more time by, and you get the white flag next time.
Kyle Busch has won that battle with Denny Hamlin as they fought for 12th place, the last 2 cars on the lead lap. And now that they're single file, perhaps Biffle will work his way past them. He has 3.2 seconds in the bank on Jimmie Johnson.
No need to push. Just ride. White flag, 1 to go. It's a race.
White flag right there. White flag.
Final lap. 49 races since Greg Biffle's last win. It came in Kansas in the fall of 2010.
I think Marcus Ambrose out of gas down the back.
Oh. Down low, not at speed, is Ambrose, but he's going to make it around. And here comes Biffle to become the 6th different winner of 2012. Greg Biffle wins the Samsung Mobile 500. Jimmie Johnson comes home second, 3.2 seconds back.
Awesome job, buddy. Awesome job. Thanks, man. Appreciate it, guys. Thanks for all the hard work today, this weekend.
Mark Martin 3rd, Jeff Gordon, Matt Kenseth, Martin Truex.
3 hours and 7 minutes, 160-mile-an-hour average. That's a pretty nice night's work.
501 miles.
Yes, sir.
Biffle extends his point lead. He gets 47 points tonight. He led 90 laps, but Jimmie Johnson led the most. Most importantly, it's Biffle's 5th top 10 finish in this season's 7 races.
Woohoo! Nice burrow. Look at this man go.
We were talking about the Sprint All-Star race. Greg Biffle will be in it now. He doesn't have to race his way into it.
He's going to burn down the house.
He is. Going to blow out his hind tires, I can tell you that.
At the Great American Speedway, a huge win for your points leader in the NASCAR Sprint Cup Series. There he is stopping in the
The trophy here is in the shape of Texas cowboy boots. And the winner gets a matched pair of 6-shooters to fire off in victory lane.
This will be Matt Fuchsia, his crew chief's first Sprint Cup Series win.
It won't be his last.
Great night for the Cat in the Hat, car owner Jack Roush, and for his driver Greg Biffle.
We're glad you're with us for the Sprint post-race show live from Texas Motor Speedway. The Samsung Mobile 500 winner is Greg Biffle. He dominated in the first portion of the race, battling Martin Truex Jr., the pole sitter, then came back to overtake Jimmie Johnson, who led the most laps, 156, with 30 to go. Greg Biffle taking the lead, and he's there in victory lane with our Matt Yoakum.
A perfectly executed slide job, your first win as a dad, first win in almost 2 years. What does this mean for you and this team?
It means a lot. I'll tell you what, a fan yelled we would never win again when we're leaving the track one day, and I was bound and determined to put this Fieldtree 3 and Ford Fuchsia back in victory lane. I got to thank Matt Fuchsia, Fieldtree, 3M, Valvoline, Sprint, just the fans for sticking behind the 16. And Rutledge Wood picked us today, but so excited for my first win as a dad. I just wish my family was here.
7th mile-and-a-half track win for the Biff. Dick?
And I'm with Jimmie Johnson. Jimmie, you came so close tonight. Second, that's your 4th second-place finish out of the last 5 spring races here. Can you put into words the disappointment of losing this one?
Yeah, definitely disappointed, but we had a great race car, and there's a lot to be proud of here today. Our pit stops were amazing. Very, very fast race car, and a little bit more respect through some lap traffic. I think it could have been a little different. Just got tangled up in some lap traffic, and 16 made a great move and got by me, and then I was pacing him from there, and didn't have anything left to go get him. I tried and ran out of grip going into turn 3 and drilled the fence, but brought it home in second. Very proud of the effort. Certainly wish we were over there in victory lane, but everybody knows we're here. We're awfully close to a win with this Cobalt Tool Chevrolet.
Thanks, Jimmy. Steve?
Stick with Jeff Gordon. Jeff, it's not a win, but as much bad luck as you guys have had, it might seem like one, I'm guessing.
Yeah, I mean, I don't feel like we've had bad luck. A couple of things were self-induced. A couple of things were out of our control, but we've been running so good. It was just nice to have, everything kind of come together tonight. Starting 34th, we had our work cut out for us, but this team did an amazing job. So proud of everybody on this DuPont Chevrolet. What a race car we had. I mean, to drive up through there with only 2 cautions in the top 5, almost could get to mark there at the end, but we had a great night, great car, and we've had this many times this year. We just haven't been able to get it all the way to the finish. So tonight we finally did. This is something great that we can build on. I'm so proud of this team. Can't wait to go to Kansas.
All right, thank you, Jeff. Let's go to Krista Voda.
Well, it wasn't a win for the pole sitter, but it was a great run for Michael Waltrip Racing and Martin Truex. If it wouldn't have been for that one pit stop, would you be in victory lane?
I don't know. I mean, we were off a little bit the second half of the race. Our car got really loose, and every time we tried to tighten it up, we just lose front grip and not help the rear, so we'd end up being tight and loose. So we really just had to leave it loose and hang on to it. It was a battle tonight. It was a lot of fun out there running up front with the Napa Toyota. Just like you said, that one little miscue on the pit stop where I wasn't expecting the 14 to be there, and I just slid a foot too far. That cost us a few spots. We were definitely a solid top 3 or 4. I don't know if we had anything for the 16. He was pretty stout. At times we were the best car, at times we were second or third best, but on average, we should have been in top 5. And then at the end there, we had to save a little fuel. So I feel like I was running down Matt a little bit. We were going to have a heck of a race for 5th, and I had to start letting off early for gas. But can't say enough about everybody on this Napa team, everybody at MWR. Just been a lot of fun. Well, hopefully we can, like I said earlier, this week, keep this thing going. And looking forward to going to Kansas next week.
Good things are happening for this guy, that's for sure.
Thanks, Krista. And for Greg Biffle, his first win in the last 50 races. Chris Myers, Michael Waltrip here from the Hollywood Hotel as we check the unofficial results. And Carl Edwards working his way up into the top 10-8. Dale Earnhardt Jr. 10.
Yeah, good rally for Carl. But Chris, if you want somebody in your car to run 200 laps on a 1.5-mile track to the finish, Greg Biffle's your guy. He'll challenge a car every lap. He rode that baby all the way home. And another sad story, Marcus Ambrose, man, he was so strong all day long. Last lap runs out of gas, gets 20th.
Ryan Newman, who won the crazy finish in Martinsville before the Easter break, part of Stewart-Haas Racing. Tony Stewart takes a major tumble in the points, which we'll check in a moment. He has 2 wins this year, yet he finishes 24th tonight.
David Rudeman, a big story at the end of the race in Martinsville about the point system, and now he's worked himself back into that top 35, so his team persevered through tonight, gets a top 25 finish.
Brad Keselowski, remember, was into the chase last year as a wild card driver. Rough night for him that certainly will push him back further in the points. But the likable, hard driving Greg Biffle, his wife Nicole, you saw him get emotional, his daughter Emma, born last July, watching and rooting for the man. Greg Biffle with the victory here in Texas. More in a moment. And Greg Biffle fired up, not only the points leader, but gets his first win of the season in the bigger picture. A truck championship, a nationwide championship, and hopes one day to get a Sprint Cup championship. After 7 races, he is your points leader with the victory. Look at Matt Kenseth, his teammate, up 2, and Michael tumbling back. Tony Stewart losing 4 spots.
Wow, look how tight it is after Biffle. He's got a big lead, but they're tightly bunched there for second.
And Greg Biffle, as we head to Kansas, he has won there before. Carl Edwards rallied to get into that 11 spot. Remember, with the wild card, that's where that helps Brad Keselowski.
Yeah, and you've got to be inside that top 20, Chris. You win a race and in the top 20, it might get you into that chase for the championship, but you need to be on those 2 pages.
And this race here in Texas set a couple of records, fewest cautions with just 2, 5 the previous record. And Darrell, as he pointed out throughout the race, a pace average speed of 160. That shattered the mark of just under 153 previously set. So let's talk to the guys up in the booth as we wind this down. And a big night for Greg Biffle, but how about the guys who have yet to win in 7 races this year? No Jimmy Johnson, no Jeff Gordon, no Carl Edwards.
And a lot more. None of the Richard Childress cars have won. The Michael Waltrip Racing cars. A lot of contenders still searching for that first win.